Cavante, too. That was Cavante.
We welcome you back here to Trevor G. Browne in Phoenix. An amazing touchdown run. We apologize while you were at the break, but Cavante Paul got it done from 75 yards, Ed. A 75-yard touchdown run there for Cavante Paul. And what an amazing play. Let's see if we can take another look at least the last 7 seconds of it right here.
Wow, what a great way to get the Eagles on the board with Cavante Paul. Just doing what he does, doing his athletic things like his track and field prowess came in really well there. And Cavante Paul, as you mentioned, 75 yards, taking it to the house for 6.
The PAT is up and good. And just like that, it's 7-0. The Ironwood Eagles over the Trevor G. Browne Bruins.
And what day and time is that?
Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. on the Epic Sports Network on YouTube. And you can also catch the replay on CW7AZ.com. Into the end zone for the touchdown. How about it? Cavante Paul plunging it in there for the Ironwood Eagles as we take one more look at it. Just up the gut, a design quarterback keeper. And, Paul, he doesn't need that much space, just enough of a crease to slip through there with that speed.
No, sir, not at 5'9", 155 pounds. You mentioned he doesn't need much space. He's making it happen with his legs. Again, in the first quarter, a long 75-yarder. This one much shorter than 75 yards as Paul's offensive line, again, clears, creates space for him. And Paul, with his vision, just gets through all those holes and into the end zone for the score.
On for the PAT. It's up and no good. It's wide right. And that is unfortunate for Brady O'Quinn, or Julian Pippins, my mistake, the 5'10 senior.
They've got it about the 18.5-yard line?
14.
14, I'm sorry.
They got the ball first down
line.
and 10 at the 14, and so they can get the first down if they get it down to the 4th. But I guarantee you, Coach Rango looking for that pay dirt area down there in the bright orange. Shotgun snap for Hale. He'll hand it off. Off to the races, up the gut, and into the end zone for the touchdown. Courtney Pennington, the senior running back, behind the big offensive line. He goes through that hole right there. You could drive a Mack truck through that hole. And up the gut, into the end zone, never goes down. Touchdown, Bruins. They are right back in the ballgame.
Great job by that offensive line, blocking and opening holes for Courtney Pennington to get through, and Pennington follows suit, gets through those holes and gets into the end zone. And a great drive there by the Trevor G. Browne Bruins. Great adjustments they made at halftime to come out here knowing they had to get on the board, down 13 points. They couldn't afford to not get anything on this opening drive in the third quarter, and they got 7.
The snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the PAT is good. Our score with 6 minutes and 58 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. First down and 10 now for the Eagles. 2-by-1 on the outside. They hand it off. Morrow once again on the carry. Keeps those legs churning down near the 30-yard line. Tackled on the play there by number 22 for the Browne Bruins, Dorian Turner Jr.
Ooh, just stepped over that guy, didn't he?
Turner Jr. actually just came in there to clean things up. Damian Gallegos also went on the stop there for the Bruins.
Running game's really strong for Ironwood all night long.
A gain of 7 on the play. Second down and 3 upcoming here. As we approach 9 minutes remaining in our fourth quarter.
And here's the thing, they run the ball so well. If you don't turn the ball over, how is Browne going to get to the football and stop these guys? Because they're running the ball at an extremely high level, JP.
Cavante Paul changes the play at the line of scrimmage. Paul keeps it himself. 25-20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Ironwood Eagles. Cavante Paul, a little misdirection there for Coach Stillings in the offense. They drew the defense to the other side of the field, and then it was all number 2 coming back near side.
Great job with the blocking, as you mentioned, on the offensive line, pushing those guys to the left, allows Paul to get out to the right. He's got nothing but open space, open turf. Once Paul gets out there, good night, Irene.
Good night, Irene is right. And the Ironwood Eagles putting a big dent now in the Trevor G. Browne Bruins. They lead at 19-7 here with the PAT pending. 8:44 remaining in our fourth quarter.
TD run number 3 for Paul on the night.
The snap and the kick is blocked. So with 8:44 remaining here in our fourth quarter, the Eagles of Ironwood 19 and the Trevor G. Browne Bruins 7. We'll step aside for a brief commercial timeout and return for more fourth quarter action right here on Arizona CW7. Stay with us.
Another touchdown to Cavante Paul, but their offense has come back with 14 points, and they've got a chance here with 41 seconds left to potentially take the lead. We'll see what happens. Can they culminate this really good drive coming off a fourth down stop and get a touchdown right here?
3-by-1 on the outside now for Kenyon Hale. First down and 10 from the 27. Hale back to pass, climbs the pocket. He'll run it himself. Green grass across the 20, inside the 15, and down near the 10-yard line goes Kenyon Hale. My goodness. Look at him climb the pocket there and do the rest with the legs.
The pressure was coming, so he had to scoot out, and he had nothing but open field as he's trying to direct traffic, but he gets down to about the 11-yard line. Great run there by Kenyon Hale, QB1.
33 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. First down and 10, Bruins. Kenyon Hale flanked to the left there by Courtney Pennington. Hale the throw. A crossing route in there. And very near the goal line, all the way down to the 1. What a play there. And with 16 seconds remaining here in our fourth quarter, the Browne Bruins knocking on the door here, 1 yard away from the score. They're going to have first and goal after the timeout on the field. Oh, my goodness.
What a drive for Trevor G. Browne.
What a game here from Bill Minton Stadium.
Yeah, absolutely.
A defensive battle, back and forth they've gone. Errors made by both teams, capitalizations by the other teams, and it's just been a really good football game here tonight on Thursday Night Kickoff.
And for TGB, it was just about basically staying in the football game. You come into the third quarter, you're down 13-0. It's not over. You're just a couple of possessions away. All you need to do is drive and get a score. They got a score off of that. They give up another touchdown to Cavante Paul, but still they continue to fight and stay strong in the football game. But Browne, number 0, Carlos Quinones, with that kickoff return for a touchdown, that was huge for them.
That was the game changer. Now the Browne Bruins with a yard to go here. 16 seconds remaining on the clock. My goodness, this crowd has come to life here inside Bill Minton Stadium. Kenyon Hale, Courtney Pennington flanked to his left. Hale looks to throw. Far side, throws to the corner of the end zone. It falls incomplete. The clock will stop on the incompletion with 12 seconds remaining. As we take one more look, Hale rolling out to his right and nowhere to go, trying to find Miguel Fierro there in the corner of the end zone. And great coverage provided by Ramsey Pine.
Great coverage, great pressure coming off the defensive line and those linebackers coming after Kenyon Hale, forcing him out to his right and forcing him to throw an incomplete pass.
Second down and goal, Ed. They need a yard to go ahead by 1.
Sometimes that 1 yard is the hardest yard on this 100 yards to get.
What's the name of that movie, The Longest Yard?
The Longest Yard. This could be the longest yard for TGB.
You are right. Kenyon Hale now from the shotgun. Flanked to the right there by Courtney Pennington. On second down and goal, whistles, and early movement up front. Delay of game.
Wow.
Assessed to Trevor G. Browne.
Oh, goodness.
That is unfortunate to say the least there. And so that's going to put him now second down and goal from the 6. So a lot of different options now. Not power football, not really the option to go for right here.
No.
So now they're going to have to spread the offense out a little bit. And Kenyon Hale is going to have to make it happen. Second down and goal from the Ironwood 6. Back to pass. Goes to the corner. It falls incomplete. Once again, he was trying to find Miguel Fierro. And tight blanket coverage out there in the corner by the Ironwood Eagles.
Blanket coverage by number 15, Chase DeFoya out there. You see him converge, get there. Also, number 3, Ramsey Pine was back there to make sure that number 8, Miguel Fierro, was not able to catch that football. Great coverage there by the secondary for Ironwood.
7 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. We've got a third down and goal for the Bruins from the Ironwood 6-yard line.
And you know this is 4-down territory, no doubt.
Do they have time for 2 plays is the question.
Depends
with
on how
7 seconds on the clock.
Depends on how quick they get this one off, and if they don't score on this one, you've got to move really quickly.
Kenyon Hale works underneath the temporary lining in the corner of the end zone. 3-by-1 on the outside. He looks to throw over the middle. It falls incomplete. The clock will stop with 5 seconds remaining here in the fourth. And it looks like Trevor G. Browne's going to have one more crack at it here from the 6-yard line. That receiver double covered that time. Carlos Quinones, the intended target for Trevor G. Browne. So they'll shuffle players in and out as you see Kenyon Hale trotting onto the field now with the play call.
Got some last-second instructions from his head coach, Francisco Rangel.
Literally last-second instructions right there, Ed.
Yeah.
My goodness. A 5-point ball game, 5 seconds remaining. Ball at the 6-yard line.
Here's the game, folks. Let's both stand up for this one.
Kenyon Hale. They empty out the backfield now for Hale on 4th down and goal from the 6. 3 left, 2 receivers to the right. They're wanting the game clock adjusted to 3 as we've stopped play here. And so we'll get that adjusted to 3. We'll also adjust that on the score bug as well. Looks like we already beat them to it on that one. And so they will adjust it to 3 seconds here, and we'll get ready for this 4th down and goal play. It all comes down to this here on Thursday Night Kickoff on Arizona CW7. Don't forget, stay with us. We'll have the player of the game following the conclusion of tonight's contest. And that player yet to be determined, Ed, if you can believe that. Man, timeout on the field. Ball at the 6-yard line for Trevor G. Browne. What are you calling right here if you're Coach Rangel? Are you going to the air again or maybe a little misdirection? What do you got up your sleeve here, Ed?
Yeah, in the red zone, I have no idea what to call here. It's got to be a passing play, most definitely. But Ironwood's secondary has been playing so well so far. They've been blanketing those wide receivers. So whatever Coach Rangel decides to play or call, it's got to be the right one.
Speaking of red zone, we got the Friday night red zone coming your way tomorrow night live on CW7AZ.com. We'll be back as well on Tuesday night for our Desert Gridiron Game Plan Coaches Show. It'll be episode number 3, where we'll visit with our folks competing in next week's game as the Tempe Buffaloes hosting the Yuma Criminals, and then we'll have a featured Friday night game where we'll visit with those coaches and players as well. All the information right there available on the QR code. Here we go. Empty backfield now for Kenyon Hale on 4th and goal. He looks to throw. Goes to the air. It falls incomplete. And the Ironwood Eagles are going to hold on and defeat the Trevor G. Browne Bruins by the score of 19-14. What a ball game here for you from Bill Mitten Stadium. The Bruins had a lot of chances down the stretch there, but you mentioned it, Ed, that final yard they just could not get.
It really went all the way down to the end, and Ironwood had to make a defensive stand. Their early defensive stand in the season lets you know the dynamic of this football team, this defense, that they were able to hold Trevor G. Browne down in the red zone at the 5-6 yard line. They got to the 1, penalty backed them up. They got down to the 6 yard line, and they were not able to complete that long drive, and Ironwood comes away with the victory. Great defensive stand by Ironwood.